Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our movie episode of Games My Mom Found. One I've been meaning to do for 4 months because I promised you guys. And who's here with me? I got nothing. Who's here with me tonight?
I am Joe Butler, and stop all this mindless violence.
I am Phoebe Stanton, and I too love flying through the air firing 2 guns, bitch.
I hope Ken listens to this. So we are here to talk about Hot Fuzz, a movie I promised in the Patreon poll, and I also promised to people when I was like, yeah, I'm going to do the whole Edgar Wright stuff. And it took me like a long time. So Hot Fuzz, directed by Edgar Wright, written by Edgar Wright and Simon Pegg. Production company Studio Canal, working title film Big Talk Production, distributed by Rogue Pictures in North America, and came out in 2007.
Is it really that old?
Yeah. 2007.
Oh, dear Lord.
This came out when I was in high school, and I was really excited for it. I had to wait.
Same. I was a sophomore. Holy shit.
Yeah, I had to wait for. I had to wait to go rent it from Blockbuster.
So to children out there, a Blockbuster used to be a store.
Where you were able to go rent and buy movies and video games.
It was great.
Wasn't that great, but yes.
How dare you, sir?
So we always start these off with our memories. Somehow, I have never seen this movie before, ever. I'm a little surprised that I've never, but yeah, I also knew nothing about this movie going into it before I watched it last night. I knew zero. So I have no history with this movie other than I want to watch all Edgar Wright's films because I love Scott Pilgrim and Baby Driver and Last Night in Soho.
I didn't watch Baby Driver and Last Night in Soho.
Damn.
Yes, you
Those
do.
are the
Both
two
of
I'm
them.
missing.
Really fucking good. So that's my history. Joe, what about you?
Yeah, I same thing. See, back when I back in the day, I loved Shaun of the Dead. I've always been a big zombie guy, and I never, like I said, I saw this not in theaters, but eventually when it came to DVD, I was able to rent it and see it. But I love all of Edgar Wright's films, obviously too. But yeah, basically because Shaun of the Dead was good, I really want to see this. The only one I haven't seen of the trilogy is End of the World.
World's End.
World's End, because I was told if you're suicidal not to watch that movie, and I still haven't watched it. But
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't watch it then, because I do want to. It's on my list to do it, but
it's a very good gut punch, I will admit. It now, see, that was back when I was still in high school. I'm a much mentally stable headspace person now. But basically, the big twist at the end, which I won't reveal because we haven't seen it, but the big twist at the end is a gut punch, and it's like okay.
to be fair, that's just his work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, there's a few gut punches in that movie.
There's a few gut. That movie's actually just pretty, like, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's his serious movie, and it's a pretty damn good movie. But you got to be in the right headspace for it.
Okay, that is going to happen because he only has 2 other movies. Well, not including Running Man just came out and a documentary.
Don't talk about the Western. Just it starts with Shaun of the Dead.
It's part of his filmography.
Fine, then you have to watch Spaced as well, because Spaced is fantastic.
I don't know
Space
what
is
Space
boring.
is.
Just
No,
TV
Spaced
show.
is good.
Movies. Movies. That is not a movie. Short
say,
films and TV, I go for movies when it comes to what I try to do of an actor's stuff. Only sometimes, or not actor, but directors. Only sometimes do I do when it shows. Like there's one show I do want to do by a director, but that's on our to-do list. It's not. And Phoebe, what's your history with this movie?
I don't remember if I saw this in theaters or not, but we did own it on DVD, and I used to watch this movie semi-religiously, and it's been quite a while. So this was a nice trip down memory lane.
Nice, I'm happy.
This made me feel old, yeah. I haven't seen this movie in like a decade, I think.
Yeah. As far as I can remember, The World's End is the only one in the trilogy that I saw in theaters.
I would probably kill to see this in theaters, mainly because I don't want to get to it. I don't want to get into it too soon. But like the last 30 minutes of the movie are the best part of the whole movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it yet either, but yeah, you are 100% right.
Can already feel the vibe.
So this movie is about Simon Pegg's as to which Shaun of the Dead is more about him in general. This is more like about his edgy self-insert. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Nicholas Angel is like the best name for a cop.
I mean, for a cop picking the name, yes.
And don't forget, Mike, in British, the police don't carry handguns, and they're actually useful. I think Europe's police are actually the most useful in like the world.
Well, yeah, because guns aren't a common thing. Like, there's a scene in this movie when they all of a sudden they find a ton of guns in a house, and to me, I was thinking, well, that could be just any old farmhouse in Nebraska. But like in England's sense, like that is you would not see that.
So why that state specifically, Mike?
Because there's this girl I know that lives in Nebraska and won't leave it, and she tells me all these wonderful stories.
Man, I love that girl.
That girl loves you.
Yeah.
And will move every single one of the creepy dolls in Mike's house.
There's only one, because my wife went to Spirit Halloween.
You have black-eyed children, and if you think they're going to be in those boxes or in the positions they are currently in, and you have lost your fucking mind.
I'm not worried about them. Even if they could move, they're hard plastic. They ain't going very far.
Yeah.
They don't bother me. It's other dolls that bother me, like, because since you brought it up, Spirit Halloween had their clearance sales, and my wife decided to buy a doll that we didn't know talked. And the way we found out is she took it out of the package, she was holding it, she pulled the tab, all of a sudden it started talking, I went, ugh, she laughed, the doll laughed, and then the doll said something else, and I'm like, I'm going to burn this. And she said, no.
That's awesome.
Don't worry, Tiff. I will give you 4 more dolls to place around the house without Mike's knowledge.
Fire.
I'm going to buy Mike a Roomba so she can those dolls on the Roomba.
But I also, immediately after that doll talked, I had her open the back up, and I made sure it had a battery. Made sure. No question. I was like, we're checking. She's like, we don't need to check. I'm like, we need to check. So, yes. That's side story.
Yeah, ignore Joe coughing. I'm smoking.
Oh.
That's okay. Did Joe survive?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. You don't have the virus not going to turn into a zombie on us today?
No, I'm smoking. I'm smoking the
good
reefer. The reefer.
Smoking the plot. A plot summary for this movie, unless you have one, Joe.
I can wing one real quick. Do you want me to?
Sure, if you want to wing it, it'll be better than mine. I can tell you that much.
All right. In the middle portion of Simon Pegg's titular Cornetto trilogy, Simon Pegg plays Nicholas Angel, a very good sergeant for the England police. So good that they hate him and move him to the middle of buttfuck nowheres. But little do we know, even though he thinks it's going to be a very boring, very dry, middle of nowhere cop job, secrets lurk in the town. And with his buddy cop friend, who is played by Phoebe.
Nick Frost.
Played by Nick Frost, they'll solve that mystery and do some really cool shit in between.
That was good. Better than I was going to say. Okay, so I'm rewatching this movie while we're talking, and even in one of the first scenes, he mentions a peace lily, which ends up coming back later. Okay, I kind of can see why you mentioned I should watch this twice. So, Joe, before we did this, Joe had mentioned you should watch this movie twice, because this movie kind of has a big twist near that we're not going to talk about yet, and when you stuff plays back. Edgar Wright is a very good director. I really do like his work. I mean, he did one of my favorite movies of all time, so I am biased because early 20s I was Scott. I'm pretty sure. So I didn't date a high schooler for the most part, but I had a job and I had money.
So you see, there's a trifecta of. I also agree with that. There's a trifecta of goofy shit that I've completely felt with, which is when you're a teenage boy, you're Denny from The Chainsaw Man. When you're a young man, you are Scott Pilgrim. And when you hit your 30s, you become the hot guy from No More Heroes, Travis Touchdown. And I feel that because I have way too much anime shit in my house.
Shit. So the only thing I don't recognize is No More Heroes because I've never played it.
You should.
He's a rich weeboo.
Shit.
Yeah, they're interesting games, actually. You would like No More Heroes. It's very out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's on PC, too.
Yeah, I know they are.
Next time you're feeling upset at your prison when you get home from your day sentence, look it up when it's on sale one day, okay?
Home? Don't you mean upstairs?
I'm going to kill every single one of you.
I mean, if she had to go upstairs, it would probably just be a big hole, and just be water would come in all the time. She doesn't complain of leaking in her little room yet, so.
Joke's on you, the first No More Heroes is already in my wish list.
Did you know in the beginning of the movie, one of his police supervisors is his dad from Shaun of the Dead?
Yes.
Oh, I did not catch that. So one thing that I did notice in this movie is all the actors, like a lot of the actors have small roles, but they're all that they just got in here. And I felt like a lot of it was favors to Edgar Wright.
Yeah, no, I think Bill Nighy is in all 3 of the movies.
But that also feels kind of a bit of a favor because they're small roles. Like Martin, is it Martin Short? The guy from Hobbit?
Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman from Black Panther. Martin Short, somebody else. And the fact that he's in this, to me, feels like a favor because he's in a very small role. Like, he's a big actor. Maybe not
he's in the 3rd movie as well.
But those feel like favors to Edgar Wright in a sense that or they're friends of Edgar Wright, and well, they're all British, so it makes sense.
Also, don't forget, Shaun of the Dead did really well in England. So, I mean, it's one of the things where you think this is a favor. This is a chance to be an upcoming director Edgar Wright's movie. So,
okay. Yeah, that's probably right, too.
Plus,
I don't really think of it that way because I'm an American.
Plus, Freeman is actually in some weirder movies than this. Like, look up. I think it's called Ghost Stories is a thing that he's in, and it's different.
This movie's not what I expected because like the first good chunk of this film to me is actually really boring. And again, this kind of goes back to I'm not a big comedy guy, and the comedy where he's a good policeman, but the town is just doesn't give a shit. Like none of that comedy worked for me. Like just none of it was doing it.
So one of the things that I actually appreciate more this movie watching it a second time is so before I saw this movie or before the situation that happened, I saw this movie beginning, which is 2007, which I would have been a teenager. So then I moved to a small town to be with my husband. And I watched this again, and I went, yeah, that's all entirely fucking accurate. It's a small town. Everyone knows each other. The police are essentially a fucking boys club. And honestly, yeah, they do let teenagers drink in bars because it's like, what are you going to do? This everyone knows whose kids they are. If they do anything stupid, you know who to tell. So
wait, that's real in some places?
The greater good.
It's not legal. It's just, oh, hey, you're Jimmy's kid. Oh, I know you. What are you, like 21 now? Well, I'm like 19. No, you're 21. Here, have a beer. As long as you pay me, have a beer.
Mike, I'm from fucking Dorchester. My first drink of alcohol was when I was 15. I know people who were 7 when their dad gave them their first drink.
Yeah, but like people try. I mean, you tried beer young, but you don't. I mean, it ain't good. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, but when you're
Stockholm syndrome.
When you're 19, you don't care. Also, this is England. I forgot the legal drinking age is 18.
Yeah, it's 18. So which it used to be 18 here until people died a lot from car accidents. That's why the age changed. Pretty sure, because like my mother has told me before, back when she was younger, it was 18. Makes sense.
Also, as Shaun of the Dead has shown us too. Once again, it's a small town. So it's literally like, oh, hey, Jimmy's kid, he's like 17. He got drunk at the bar. Okay, just make sure you walk him home and he gets home okay. I mean, he gets drunk. Everyone knows where he lives at, so who really cares? As long as he's not dead in a ditch.
Fair enough. I don't know. I've never lived in a small town. I will never live in a small town. So, like, the idea of it being so, like, how it is here just wouldn't work for me. Like, I don't understand it, because I've always lived in cities. But I can see it. I mean, I can believe it that small towns would be like this. Because, like, everyone knows your name, you know?
Which is funny, because I say that, but spoiler, you do see those kids dead later at the end of the movie.
Yes, because he ends up killing, not Nick, but...
The greater good.
Not Sergeant, but yes, they are killed. Which I kind of find ridiculous that people are... And you don't see missing posters in this movie. Because that's one thing that a lot of, like, shows and movies will do when there's something like that happening in the background. They don't want you to really pay it. Like, they want you to know but not know. They'll put missing posters around. And this doesn't do that. Well, this I thought was surprising.
This keeps you in a loop. Because, like I said, there's a couple things you can notice on earlier that you can tell. One thing is, I believe he's at the bar and he says something, and they all go. I think both the couple at the bar say "for the greater good" at the same time. Which
yes,
you don't catch that at first, but it is where it is. Also, when he's worried about the killings, all the stuff that they're worried about is what is it that they kill for. So whenever he's like, "Oh, hey, someone died," it's like, "Yeah, someone died, Angel." But what about the statue man? Or oh man, those kids are drunk. Yeah, the kids are drunk, but there's a goose that's loose.
Yeah, they don't care about what should be considered important. I mean, to me, I saw it originally. My first thought of this movie is that, like, everybody it's a small town. They don't give a shit about the stuff that, like, a cop would care about from a big city. I also thought Timothy Dalton's character was, like, as the movie progresses, I was like, okay, this guy is he's the murderer. Which I was half right.
You're half right. You were 1/10 right.
Yeah, technically. But that I was starting to think that because he had motive in some aspects of it. And he kept making comments. He's like, oh, I'm a slasher. And he's like, what? He's like, I slash prices at the local market. Like, movie's going somewhere with this.
There's so many hidden details with this character. Like when they drive by the burnt down house, he's listening to some song. I don't want to say it's Burning Down the House by Talking Heads because it's not. But it's something extremely on the nose like that.
That's funny. There's a lot of shit like that in this movie, which
That's a lot of shit like that in all 3 Cornetto movies.
yeah, I mean, this movie also has something kind of like Shaun the Dead had. Even though Shaun the Dead's a zombie movie, the first half of it really isn't that dark. It's very, very comedic. And then the movie has a turn and it gets fucking dark. And this one was very much like that because this movie is very comedic, very stupid. And then once it turns, it turns.
See, you say that, but even though there is a comedy, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty much all the deaths leading up to like the big reveal is also pretty violent because you have kind of a goofy like, haha, let's chase a goose. Haha, this guy has tons of guns. Those guys' heads got chopped off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it has those little moments where I'm like, what the fuck? Like this doesn't fit the movie I'm watching.
Oh, that's just the spire of the church. It came down. Of course, it came down.
It's the way he dies with the spire. Like that's
and
what
of course, like everything is so poetic and gets mirrored by the end of the movie. Even the whole church spire thing gets repeated. I love that.
Yeah, I mean there are good moments in this movie. I was gonna say cute, that doesn't really fit, but like I don't know. I was bored during this entire movie.
Oh,
I know. I just wasn't really into it. Like I like Edgar Wright and I like his style. But there was just something about this movie that just wasn't working for me.
Oh, the third movie is going to be your favorite in this trilogy.
Yeah.
I didn't like 1 or 2, so hey,
You
doesn't
like
have a high
Shaun the
bar.
Dead?
No.
Oh.
I don't like Shaun the Dead either. I don't think I did. Go listen to my episode I did fucking like 2 years ago or however long ago it was.
I'm like 90% sure you said you like Shaun the Dead.
I might have. I don't remember. I don't think I did, but that doesn't mean I don't remember.
See, Mike, the one thing, though, is that we're talking about is you say you're like, man, I really didn't like the first part of this movie. The thing, though, Mike, no one remembers the first part of this movie because the best part of the movie is the second half of the movie.
I agree and disagree.
So I want to go at least through some of the paces for the most part. So he goes around town. Like I said, we go to the part. I do think it's funny that the farmer has a fucking, what is it, C-bomb?
It's a mine, yes.
C-mine, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of them. Not that far from England, so...
Okay, that makes sense.
Because one thing Hitler was trying to do is he was trying to beat England, and his way was to starve them. So you had bombings, you had mines. You had the U-boat. So all the mine fits into what happened in the 40s, and there was so much munition that was left over that this actually fits that it would just happen. That shit like that ended up places. Please keep going.
Sorry, I got food in my mouth. I didn't know that.
I mean, I know a lot about, especially for this being a British movie. To them, that would be more like a common thing because, like, even not now, but like even into the 70s, I wouldn't be surprised they were, or at least in the 50s, they were definitely still finding bombs.
Okay. Oh, okay. Goddamn.
So, no, World War II was like, affected us obviously, but as a country, we get into it later, and it also wasn't on our land. But like Britain, they didn't have a land war, but they were getting close. He couldn't do it. He tried. You know, it's funny. I was about to say, before I said Hitler, I was about to say Trump, and I wasn't on purpose. That's a funny, that's a funny coincidence right there, huh? But like Hitler wanted to invade Britain, but he couldn't. It was too hard to launch a land war, and people told him not. Hermann Göring, confident dumbass, said, We'll beat them with air power. We don't need to bother with that. Ho, ho, ho. And he failed terribly, but thankfully. So isn't one of the punishments in this movie that they have to eat different desserts all the time or something?
Yeah, I think it's the fact that the idea is that they're the one paying for it.
Oh.
Who's paying for it? What do you mean?
The cops?
Like Nick Frost is the one specifically who has to buy or put the money back into the fund when he screws up because he's the one who got caught drinking and driving the night before, or trying to.
I thought that was hilarious, the drinking and driving part. Where
also, just the amount of little tiny details in that opening bit with the police station. The little things that you never notice until the 30th time around, like how, first of all, the evidence locker is just the same button 3 times in a row, because of course it is.
I did not catch that.
But it's 999, because of course it is.
Interesting. I didn't catch that.
But also, if anybody has never noticed before, the swear box, every word on the how much money do you put in for this word, every word is censored except for the word cunt. Cunt is perfectly spelled.
That's funny. Okay, fuck you. That's
Edgar. Edgar Wright is a really good director. Like, I like his work. and he does a lot of little things like that. Okay, this is a movie that you have to watch more than once. Like, Joe, you were right. Yesterday I was going to put this on for Tiff because she's like, I'll try. Yeah, you ain't going to get far. And I was still going to do it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
By the time we got home, I was done.
So that's all three of the movies. I don't know if this movie has the same thing as 1 and 3, where they just straight up tell you the entire plot of the movie from beginning to end in a single shot. That's very early in the morning.
Shaun the Dead kind of does. I mean, a lot of that stuff
Shaun the Dead does, because it's like, what are we going to do tomorrow? And Ed's whole thing is, we'll go here, we'll have a pint at the Headless Horseman, we'll do this, we'll do that, and it's like somebody does get beheaded, somebody, we'll go visit your mom, and then we'll come back to the Winchester and have a few shots. Which is what happens. Everything gets reinterpreted to a zombie movie plot, but that's what happens. And in the third movie, there's like a 12-step program, just gonna spoil that. And every fucking one of those things is the entire plot of The World's End. I don't know if this movie has that.
It does, but I will talk about it later.
Okay, is it the movies that they watch when he's over Danny's house?
No, every single person that they fight in the end fight is a reference to them meeting. So the bike thing, the fascist hag getting shot in the foot, things like that. Every single time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's more spaced out in this one.
Yes.
Yes.
So one joke to me that fucking hits so much better than it would have in 2007 compared to 2025 for reasons is the whole fascist calling other people fascists is such a good fucking joke right now.
Fascism. Oh,
it's so because like these people are essentially fascism what they're doing, and they're calling the cop a fascist because he's trying to uphold the law, and it just made me fucking start laughing because the irony of it in 2025.
Oh yeah, no,
and like he called it in 07 where the fascists are calling other people fascists when they're actually, when they don't understand the term. Like, like if let's say here somebody happened to say Antifa, which is anti-fascist, is a criminal organization, and they're against me, it's kind of saying, well, you know who our other fascists were? Nazis. So.
Just remember, this is the movie where a priest gets shot and proclaims, Jesus Christ!
That was fucking hilarious. Isn't that something you're not supposed to say if you're religious?
Yes, that is correct.
That is correct,
okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember because I am not religious really at all. Like, so I'm very much, I've yelled out Jesus Christ before, but I usually would just yell fuck, to be honest. Unless I was in a work situation where I couldn't yell fuck, I'm just going to yell fuck. Like, if I'm dying in a video game and getting pissed off because I missed the jump because Tomb Raider was being an asshole to me, I yell fuck. So,
damn, dude, you did not like Tomb Raider, did you?
Underworld was garbage.
Oh, God, it was Underworld? Oh. Yeah. Color me not impressed. You might as well tell me the sky's blue, mate.
What the fuck? Okay, I'll listen to that later.
It's not out yet, but it will be out by the time you hear this.
I've always heard Underworld is bad. Like, from
Underworld
everyone.
When's the last time you played it, Phoebe? Were you in Nebraska yet?
No, maybe at the beginning.
Were you enslaved yet to the plantation?
No.
Okay, so it's been a while.
I have a question that I will not ask on stream.
Okay, good.
Oh, do it.
I'm already getting a little close to where I shouldn't be. So good.
I say, do you want
farther into that?
I think me and Mike have the same thought, and I'll ask it.
So I mean, you are right. This movie does have a lot of references. Like it does kind of show where it's going. But to me, this first watching was just boring. Like all the characters irritated me. All the cops were just fucking stupid. I mean, I know they're stupid on purpose. Like that's the joke. But don't like it.
There's literally a scene where it shows the guy in the glasses, and there is a whiteboard behind him that calls him incompetent and other fucking silly shit.
Yeah, and then you have Doris, the policewoman. Sorry, police officer.
Police officer.
Okay, one part that I really did like that made me laugh is when the swan escapes and the guy that's telling him his name is essentially like a sex joke. Because his name is what?
Phoebe Merchant.
P.I. Staker, Piss Taker, Peter Stalker, and then like you said, Steve Merchant. And then every time I hear that voice, I'm just like, I need space. That's what I think of every time. Wheatley from Portal 2 now. And
that's probably one of his most famous roles.
He's just in here. Like he's also in another movie, another British movie, The Invention of Lying. Even a small role in that.
I did see in theaters.
I did not. I saw it on a pirated copy that my friend had on his computer.
That is the correct way to see that movie.
So, But I mean, there are little things. I mean, that made me laugh just seeing him again. That felt like another cameo because I'm assuming he was more famous at this time than to do a bit role like
No, probably around the time of An Idiot Abroad and the original version of The Office.
this. Hey, you know what else Stephen Merchant? He's in 2 episodes of Big Bang Theory too. By the way,
That's not surprising.
it's also not surprising that I know it.
He's also in one of the dumbest movies I've ever seen.
What's that?
Movie 43.
Oh, that movie's weird. That movie's just Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
okay.
So Hot Fuzz.
I'm thinking
So-
what to say.
I like the dog.
The dog
Oh, Saxon or whatever.
Yeah. Also,
He's a good boy.
I was right. This movie is gay.
Oh, in which way?
So, in the beginning of the movie, his ex-girlfriend tells him that he needs to find someone to care about, which is supposed to be Danny, Nicholas Frost's character in this movie. But also, I was looking at the trivia to see if it did that, if it had the reference of, like the one big scene foretelling kind of thing. It did say that originally for this movie, there was a female romance written for Simon Pegg's character. But they couldn't figure out how to write in the movie, so they wrote her out, but they kept the majority of her lines, and they're just used for Danny's lines. So yeah,
Fuck yes!
this movie's gay.
Oh man, yeah, I kind of figured him and Danny were just like
Fruity, yeah, they're totally fruity.
together.
So are the other detectives. Those guys are equally gay. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Oh, the Andys are together. How dare you.
So it was very illegal to be gay in Britain at one time. And
Was
like
it?
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, it will be in America soon.
I mean, he won't be around long enough to put that law, and not to mention they have to lock up every Republican senator too if they did that. So hey, but that's neither here nor there.
Damn.
With Stephen, I know we're getting political as fuck in this episode today. I'm
This
also
is
a
the
little,
episode to do it in.
yes, and I'm a little high strung because I drank an energy drink, and I'm just sitting here twitching. So that doesn't help the situation either.
Also,
But
really high.
yeah, that doesn't help the situation either. And I don't know what to say about this movie, so that also doesn't help the situation either. I'm taking a shot every time I said that just now.
But
So,
to be fair, we're trying not to talk about the ending, so we're just building up to the best part, like the movie.
This is true. The movie,
yeah, the
is
movie
very
is just
slow for a good amount of it, but it's a really nice build-up where you actually see Angel break down his barriers. He starts off extremely tight. He's so wound up. He only drinks cranberry juice. He is 100% consistently thinking about the law. And even honestly, I think the very second he's in the village, he starts the unwinding, because would he have helped her, the lady at the hotel? Would he have helped her solve the
I don't think he was
crossword
helping
if it
her.
wasn't for the fact that he was there?
I think it was more of an insult than a help. I mean, yes, he was right, but at the same, I don't know. It's one of those scenes that it feels like a little bit of both.
You know what? I just remembered something too. Michaelton,
Yes.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time Mike made me watch a movie where the fat character was obsessed with American foreign films, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but holy shit, that happened in the bad Resident Evil movie. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mike?
Yes, I do. It's Vendetta.
Yeah,
I think it's
the only
No,
bad
it's
Resident Evil
Damnation.
movie.
Damnation.
Damnation,
Vendetta's the third one.
The only bad CGI Resident Evil movie.
Yes.
I've only seen
So-
G-Generation.
You should watch all 4 just because.
I
But
know.
that's neither here nor there. But another thing that made me laugh about watching this movie is so many fucking memes are from this movie that now I understand. Like the one with "What's your birthday?" September 22nd. What year? Every year. Like I didn't know what movie that was from, but I knew the meme. There's other
Did you
ones too,
say-
like when he's loading the shotgun. Shame. I knew that. I was like, I knew it was from this movie, but I never actually like knew the context. Like there were a lot of memes here in this movie, and that cracked me up.
Hey, how every time I see that meme, I think of you, Mike. I think of you, or I think of Blair. I think equally both of you and Blair.
Oh, I don't think I posted that. Maybe I have posted that meme a few times,
I think
even
Blair
though like
posted it.
probably.
Hi,
But now I understand the context, so it's nice.
We love ya.
Yeah, I did not catch either that after everybody gets arrested, even though they all get out of prison, you never see those characters ever again walking around town, even though you see everybody walking around town.
Do you notice that when he gets in the town, there's a bunch of kids in hoods? Those are the school kids that help him out at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did
Also
catch
the ones
that.
that are with him during the Photoshop at the photo op at the school.
Oh, are they? That's cute. I didn't notice
I
that.
think it's them because there
Yeah.
are only so many kids in the village.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of.
Also, Mike, look, you'll also notice the same thing where he does the weird repetition thing, where there's some things that are in here and also Shaun of the Dead. For instance, the part where he fucking backflips over fucking fences and he fails in Shaun of the Dead.
fucking
Shaun the
love
Dead
that scene.
was 2023 that we released that. So we recorded it around in 2023 also. Like it came out in August. I have no memory of that movie. And I have no desire to rewatch that film.
Ah, damn, Mike.
Did not like that. I don't think I liked it. I think I liked part of it, and then the movie gets way too gory and way too violent
You know what?
for me.
I think that's what it was. You said you will like Shaun of the Dead, except for the big horror twist halfway through the movie.
Like that was that's a tough horror twist. Like
yeah,
this has
his
its
mom
own
dies.
horror twist, but it isn't gut wrenching really. Like Shaun of the Dead was gut wrenching the way they go from a funny comedy with zombies to something very different in the other half of that movie. I mean, one thing I have to point out is I watch enough movies, thanks to Bill and Ken, that I learned to appreciate this, is that Edgar Wright has really good skills when it comes to shots. There's a lot of little shots, like shots of eyes, and back to this, like just the way he does things, like, oh, you mothers, then you turn and it's a bunch of mothers walking by. Like little things like that really make me appreciate this movie in a movie sense. Even though I was bored, but I did finish this movie. I forced myself to watch the entire movie in the morning, because thank God I did, because I didn't have time the rest of the day. And I wasn't like super into it. I wanted to take a nap instead. I mean, I don't know if that's against the movie or that's more against just the fact that I work too much. But that happened. But I did finish this movie in one morning. Ken would be happier that I didn't, watch it over the course of like 3 days or something. I know he's like, don't do that.
I cannot believe we didn't talk about the one person in this town who absolutely deserved everything he got.
Skinner?
The actor.
Oh, Martin Blower?
Romeo.
Yeah.
You don't... How the fuck do you butcher William Shakespeare like that?
People who have their head up their own ass.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of fucking things up, I need to make Mike watch more action movies. Mike, have you seen Point Break? I think you've seen Point Break recently, right?
Excuse me, sir. Point Break is in the catalog of this show. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, to be honest, there are only 2 movies that are referenced in this movie that I've seen. I've seen Bad Boys 2, which is the only Bad Boys I've seen, and Die Hard.
I've seen Die Hard. I have not seen Point Break, and I have not seen either Bad Boys.
I've never seen any of the Bad Boys. There's more than 2, by the way, now.
I know.
4 now, aren't there?
Yes.
3 or 4, yeah.
We need Mike to watch more action movies and more like kung fu movies. Definitely got to get him to watch On Bak and Fearless.
It's on the Discord suggestion list to get to at some point. It just, I don't know if you heard, but Spooktober took a lot of fucking time.
Yeah, this Spooktober was beefy for some reason. Mike, don't do that again.
I'm not.
Do it again. I want more.
I'm gonna. I think next year is only 1 month. I think I'm just doing October, Spooktober. I went a little overboard.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
plus we're running out of horror games.
we're running out of good horror game. We're not running out of horror games.
We are running out of good horror games.
Country Signalis.
Yeah, but those wouldn't be. Well, Signalis wouldn't be a full episode. That'd be a mini. But yes.
Yeah, those are mostly minis. What is it? Where are we at? Okay, so the Shakespeare play. He does get drunk after that, right? Or is that the murder?
No, he gets murdered shortly after that because he's drinking with the woman he's sleeping with, and then the guy comes in and this is when you first see the Reaper. This is when the movie starts to. This is 30. Let me see when the murder takes place. About 39 minutes into this movie. 38 minutes is when the first murder takes place. That's when the movie starts to kind of change, but it was just kind of like, it took a while. But I did find it funny when they make the comment that the only thing that was realistic in that movie was the kiss. So
yeah, because it was.
I know. Also, the reporter is annoying. The reporter's death is very much okay. So that brings up what I wanted to talk about. Is a reference to The Omen. There's a few references to The Omen in this. I mean, in The Omen, these guys at a church, and it's part of the church falls on him and stabs him. Also, the beheading in the car is kind of a reference to The Omen, but a more darker one because it's a reference to the real thing that happened to somebody where they were in a car who worked on The Omen, and his girlfriend got her head cut off in an accident.
Good lord.
Yeah, but I also
took it.
But I also think it goes to the thing too, where those cars are notoriously dangerous. I remember growing up, my grandma was like, "If you buy a car, you're not buying one of the ones with the top comes down because they've been fucking cutting people's heads off."
I wonder if that's real.
It's real.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. Let's see what AI says.
I believe Joe.
Yes, in extremely rare and severe accidents, individuals have been decapitated while in or around convertibles, though it is not a common occurrence. This has happened in cases of high-speed impacts.
I'm right.
Trusted an AI over Joe. How dare you?
Because Joe's information came from the grandmother, right? Grandmother?
Yes.
And this grandmother didn't want you driving a car because she happened to love Joe. So therefore, the story is coming from a loved one who's also an older woman, also from a different generation, who would be more paranoid about car accidents and paranoid about things of that nature that would have been spread more by rumor if someone heard somebody who got killed by it once. That help? Because that was really the actual explanation in my head that ran through my head when I asked the question to myself.
Well, you see,
and
Mike,
myself answered for me.
always remember the rule of Joe. I'm right 30% of the time, every time.
That is such stoner logic.
Yes, it was.
No,
but
that's
it
a
worked.
Danganronpa reference.
Oh, I thought it was a
Is it?
reference to the Ron Burgundy movie.
Anchorman.
I'm right 50% of the time, all the time.
What is
Anchorman.
it, Phoebe? Yeah.
I said that.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I didn't
Phoebe,
hear you.
I'm
Jumpy. Thanks for the energy drink.
Phoebe in Danganronpa, Hagakure, his prophecies are always accurate, but only the 30%.
Right. Yeah. Fucking top tier premonition man over here.
Yeah, but mine's knowledge because I have awful memory. But how about the part?
Mike's gonna fucking hate Danganronpa, by the way.
Yeah, he is. I'm at the part where
I'm all for it.
He's hitting the fucking bomb, and he's just like, "Yeah, we're good."
So, like when you have the murders in this movie,
by this one.
The murders are pretty violent. I mean, not the Grim Reaper one where they get their heads cut off. Until you see their heads cut off isn't that bad. The explosion isn't that bad. But when the reporter gets killed with the spire, that one is when the movie starts getting violent. And then you have the shears a little bit later. Like, that's when this movie starts to really, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? And
you're crazy. There are no more murders in this movie. It's all accidents.
So that also made me laugh because I could see small towns having that type of mindset. I could completely see it. Or I could believe in a factory in a small town and say, we had no accidents. That guy who got his finger cut off, no, that happened. Even though it happened on this machine, it happened outside.
You have no idea how close you are to something that actually happened.
I know I am. We had conversations. So, but it's just, to me, it just makes me laugh. I worked at a Sam's Club and we had accidents. We were a Sam's Club and we had accidents. And I know if someone who works in a factory told me they had no accidents for years. That's not how that works. Okay.
Is this the joke where what was the other thing that I think it's my favorite reference? There are no deaths in Disneyland. So there's a story of someone saying they're doing CPR to a headless corpse until it gets out the building and they're like, oh, nope, now he's dead.
Yes.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
I love that joke. And also with the Mall America, this one I can speak to. When they have suicides at the Mall America and people jump off the parking structure. Well, I mean, they don't have to report a suicide, but they keep it hush-hush because they don't want the bad publicity. So it's not surprising when it comes to any type of big promotional type item where they like a Disneyland where they we need to just move this and not publicize it. So it's not unusual. I mean, it's unusual for a small town, I think, where, people are dying. No, nobody died. It could be fine to have, where you just don't have a lot of stuff happening. So it is an hour and 19 minutes in this movie when you first find out about the cult. So we have to go there.
For the greater good.
That's when this movie kind of changed. I did not see this coming. My prediction was Skinner is a villain, but he's the rich man in town. So he's paying off people to do these murders that these people are affecting him, especially when you find out the whole, what the guy thinks the plot is before that. I'm like, all of that makes perfect sense. When he checks his leg and there's no injury, I'm like, well, of course not. He hired someone. He has money. He had someone else who's loyal to him to do it. Because I really do believe this, and in a small town where there aren't a lot of jobs, people will put up with a lot of bullshit just to keep their job and think they're lucky to be there. So, Phoebe, any comment to that?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
I think one of the other hints is in the beginning, whenever he leaves the bar and he almost gets hit by Nick Frost. I think that memorial has the mom's name.
It does.
Okay,
it has all the names on it of the people in the town, and there are little references.
So what was the death? Was that she was in a car accident or something?
Yeah, she drove into a gorge, if memory serves.
Then why
How
would
I
you
hit by
kill
someone?
everybody? I'm assuming she got hit by something, because if she killed herself and had an accident, he wouldn't have gone crazy.
Yeah, no, he got
In
hit by
theory.
someone being, I think, high on meth or something.
Let me double check.
Because I don't remember either.
The night before the judges arrived, during one of the Village of the Year awards, they worked tirelessly to win it. The night before the judges arrived, a group of Romani people moved into Callahan Park. Soon the village was in disarray and lost the competition. Irene went mad and drove her car into the gorge, killing herself. The event mentally scarred Frank, causing him to go psychotic and start the cult.
So
Okay.
she killed herself because she was a racist.
Yes. That's crazy, actually.
Man, can that be real? I know a guy who I would celebrate if he decided to kill himself because he's racist. I know him, and I wouldn't be the only one.
I was gonna say, there's probably many of them.
Yeah, but there's one where a good chunk of the world will be playing the Return of the Jedi end song and dancing. So.
Oh, no. There are many of them. I would say it's a full party.
I also think it's the idea of, which I'm assuming, which also probably makes sense too, is that the town was already a mess and they worked really hard to have it cleaned up and they still lost. So I'm assuming that also didn't help either.
I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah. But we also.
Well, it says that she was part of the floral committee, so she was the person who was actually like building the welcome to Sanford out of lilies and roses and stuff.
Yeah. But we also find out you think that a lot of the stuff is tied together, but it really isn't, which also helps into them being a crazy cult. Because he thinks, he's like, oh, well, you killed this person because they were close to this. Like, no, we killed them because they were annoying. The gas explosion, what did they kill him for?
Well, Angel thought it was so that way they could buy the land and make a new supermarket, and it turned out to be because of something to do with, I think, the newspaper.
So the reporter was because of the newspaper. He thought that they killed the reporter because he was close to finding the truth, but what it actually was is they were sick of him misspelling the articles.
And do not forget that one lady is 53.
Yeah.
I do find it hilarious how upset they got over that. I mean, it's realistic, but I did find it hilarious.
Oh, and then they stabbed the other lady because she was moving. They didn't want her to leave, so.
Yeah, we can't let her floral powers go to any other village. Then we'll lose for sure.
Yeah.
It's funny because all this stuff feels realistic enough.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we do kind of have something similar to this in America. If you're familiar, I don't know if you live in one, Mike, because me and Phoebe rent. We don't own a house. Yeah, they're called HOAs.
Yes, I'm aware of them. I don't have one, actually.
I do not have an HOA, sir.
I also don't have an HOA. Oh, you rent a house, don't you?
No, This is a small little apartment, and our landlord doesn't do much.
He cuts the grass every day.
Every 2 days, sir. How dare you? God forbid he spray for bugs or anything. But the grass. Oh, the grass.
Is he a crackhead?
No.
I mean, he's in Nebraska.
Yes.
Mike, no.
What?
No.
What's wrong?
It's meth here.
Oh, okay. I should know that, actually. And I did actually know that. But because also crack is usually associated with a different type of people that your little towns would not like.
Oh my God, stop, please.
I mean, it is. That's statistic. That's not a racist thing. That is a statistic thing.
So Hot Fuzz, right? So we're at the cult now.
So we're at the cult, and
apparently energy drinks are like alcohol to me.
Apparently.
I'm noticing.
So the cult reveals they're a bunch of assholes.
And they murdered a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, question. If they killed kids, wouldn't people be upset that they killed their kids?
Not they know the kids are assholes. For the greater good.
I mean, the old people, I get it. They didn't have kids. They didn't have parents to worry about. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the golden statue guy also got murdered too.
Yeah.
Okay. He's in the pit.
Like, they're pissing around and stuff. It's for the greater good.
Who cares? Somebody pisses on the ground outside.
Sir.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, but then the smell can linger for a good while.
I know.
And the
I used
judges
to work
are
at the
coming
Mall
the next
America.
day.
Oh, I know.
It's for the greater good.
They also kill the homeless, which is really fucked up.
Yeah, but we can't have them lounging around. That'll look bad for the judges.
Oh.
Any loiterers or animals that are unattended to, or people that are eyesores that could give you even a single 0.001 off of your score.
I'd be murdered.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the greater good, Mike. We understand your sacrifice. We're glad that you understand your sacrifice as well.
And just like Dragon Ball Z, when Goku sacrifices himself for Cell, it's for nothing.
It is for nothing.
That's what I thought of too just now when she said that. That had nothing to do with the fact that I just watched that last night.
So that's awesome though. Nicholas gets cornered, and Danny does the same trick he always does, almost magically somehow, and fakes stabbing him in the heart.
It was a fake knife, right?
No, it's a real knife. He put a ketchup packet inside of the book, and he put the book inside of Angel's pocket.
Oh, that's okay. So he stabbed the book. Okay.
I honestly, I don't know if you want to call it a townhouse or an inn or what the fuck that place is, but honestly, I think off camera, Danny knew that something was going on and decided to follow Angel. I would not be surprised if Angel had secretly said, "Follow me," and we just didn't hear it. But everything that we saw was like the on-camera conversation in case other co-conspirators of the cult were listening.
I'm going to go with your first comment. Seems more realistic for the movie and for his character. That he just happened to be following, or like, and I would take it that this is probably not the first time shit like this has happened in the town, but he didn't realize people were being murdered. He thought they're just being, evicted type of thing. That's how I took it.
Yeah. Danny's a good kid.
I mean, the movie does get interesting once all that happens. Like, Nick comes back, and then that's when he takes all the weapons, and you have, I'm like, this is not the movie I expected it to be. And I like how nobody even says anything that he has all these guns on him. They're like, okay.
I didn't know we had a mountain division. Nobody tells me anything.
The mountain division is the horse, not all the guns, though.
Do you think they're shocked that Angel is carrying around a bunch of guns?
It's England. They don't have guns.
No, everybody in the town has a gun. Because they got to protect their land. All the farmers had guns. Even their moms have guns. They explained that earlier in the movie.
Yeah, but guns aren't as that is a more uncommon, to us, it's a completely normal thing. But in England, gun ownership is not like what it is here.
Yeah, England, I think, is like Japan, where they very specifically have you want a gun, you're supposed to have a hunting gun, and it's one or the other, or both.
Also,
so you can have a shotgun and a rifle, and that's it. You can have a handgun.
And you can't have, assault rifles to shoot all the hogs that are going to be attacking your town. So.
Also, did anybody notice that people in Sanford have, a very specific dialect that nobody else in the movie has? They say London as, London.
Well, probably they're just scared of the big city. Isn't that how it works? That's what the Spirit Halloween told me.
I have my eyes tight.
I know we can't see you. It
physically hurts to hear you say these words.
I'm trying to goad you to say something, but you're not adding to my comment.
No! I cannot wait to get out of this hellhole that I put myself in.
So, that's a cool touch, though.
So, Nicholas Angel arrives in town, and I believe that is the coolest showing up into town, because the shotguns are supposed to be angel wings.
Oh my god!
I did not catch that. That's hilarious. Yeah. He also doesn't kill anybody. He shoots things around them or just hurts them, and that's also funny too. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious how they all have guns and they all just pull out fucking guns and just start having a shootout in the center of town. That was kind of hilarious to me. That's when this movie starts to get better. It really does get better when this happens, but I was still kind of done with this movie.
How dare you?
I do like the supermarket scene, though. I will say that the supermarket scene when they're running around and the guys are throwing knives at them, and that was kind of hilarious.
Well, hold on. I have one thing I want to ask y'all, because it's very important to the plot. So he shows up in town on the horse. He has them spray paint all the cameras, and he basically has to shoot out everyone. Do those kids go up and beat the shit out of that lady?
Yes.
Also, the cameras, London or England in general, has tons and tons of CCTV cameras. That is a completely real and normal thing to them. They have more than we have, especially even then. London is almost completely, everywhere you go is on camera, if you're not in out on the streets. And that's something that they've actually been arguing with. There's laws that people had problems with because of facial recognition technology, where they can be we'll just find, oh, hey, you have a warrant out, we'll find you, don't worry. So they were getting upset about stuff like that. But that's something that might seem far-fetched to somebody watching this movie in America, because we don't have that, but that's a very normal thing.
You say that, but that was actually the topic of this week's Last Week Tonight.
And we have it, but not to that degree yet. I mean, I keep track of it's just a thing that's in me. I don't know why. But like I walk a bridge almost every day, and all of a sudden one day I'm like, oh, they got cameras here. They put new cameras up here. Like I pay attention to where cameras are and it's a subconscious thing. Like I don't try to, but I know where cameras are. I'm strange like that. So, but no, it's not a super like if there's a lot of streets I go on to, there are not cameras everywhere where London is more like that. So yes, I mean you do have, but not to that degree. Oh, we forgot to mention about the one woman cop who's constantly making inappropriate jokes, sex jokes. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, Doris is right. Oh, Doris is fully in on it.
Oh yeah, but it's like, I mean, it's just funny to me because that would be instant. Like, yeah, that's HR. But because it's constant.
What's HR?
Good joke there. I mean, there are people who protect the company in reality, but normally anything that could threaten the company being sued or they get involved. Normally.
So, I'm not gonna lie either. Whenever like the shootout's happening, I'm really glad to see like Danny excited of what's going on.
That is, I mean, because it's something different in his life. His life has been pretty boring, and this is excitement. This is stuff happening. That's how I take it.
He loves action movies, and now he gets to live one. Turns out that his dad's part of all of it, but still.
Is the pub that they have a shootout in, is that also the pub from fucking Shaun of the Dead?
I don't know if that's specifically the Winchester. It looks kind of like the Winchester, but there is I think there are 2 pubs back to back, which is the joke, at the very beginning of The World's End that are that pub.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to get to that sooner than later. Maybe that will be one of the next couple things I do with Joe, maybe. Just because I kind of want to wrap this up. I do appreciate how the swan does play a part at one point, because he puts a swan in the back of the car and then ends up attacking a guy. I did appreciate that.
Come on. That swan did nothing wrong.
So
I did it just made me smile.
What is it? So we get to the supermarket scene where they show up, or no, they finish the shootout in town? Or the bar.
In town.
They finish it at the bar where a guy gets a fucking bear trap slammed on his head.
And he survives!
Yeah.
That's not what Saw told me would happen.
No. Bear traps are meant to like break legs. You'll die if it lands on you. But
if it's on your head, you're dead. Your skull ain't that strong.
Yeah. But the other guys show up and they make them realize that hey, there's shit's going down. And I also think that they like give them weapons as well. I think the supermarket fight is like my favorite part of the whole movie too. Of the fight
part of the movie.
Best part of the movie, because like they're all working together and you have these dudes that have an infinite amount of knives just throwing them.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, how many fucking knives does this place buy for them?
Oh, and then we're introduced to the beginning part where he's like, I'm gonna go inside and look around, and he gets thrown out the window, and he's like, it's the trolley boy, and they look at each other like, trolley boy, and then the big guy walks out, and they're like, oh, that makes more sense.
Lurch.
Yarp.
Narp.
I love that. It's like, he lives at home with his mom and his sister. Which one did he get his looks from? It's the same person. Like, yeah, no, that sounds about right.
That was pretty funny. And also, like, one thing that when Timothy Dalton's character runs at Simon Pegg in the end of this movie, before he gets impaled, he pulls out a box cutter, which is also funny because if you were working at a place like that, you would have that box cutter. Yeah. I had that box cutter and I worked at Sam's Club. So, made me laugh my ass off. I did chuckle at times in this movie, but most of my chuckling was at the very end of this movie, and by then I was kind of done.
God, just shout out to Timothy Dalton, one of the greatest.
Did you know he played Bond in 2 movies that nobody remembers exist?
Yes. I remember him for Bond and Doctor Who and Flash Gordon and a bunch of other stuff.
I
just know his Bond movies. I've seen parts of them.
I just know Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
Oh God,
it's a thing that existed and went away.
Yeah, he's a prince in Flash Gordon.
Oh, okay. Huh.
I do like the whole Point Break reference in here when his dad is running away and he shoots up into the sky instead of shooting his dad. That made me fucking laugh my ass off.
You only have one opportunity. And this is your opportunity.
I also like how they show that scene in this movie too, which made me laugh. A few scenes where I did laugh because Point Break is a good movie. You should watch it.
Should.
Con Air?
What about that's a different movie, but that is a movie.
No, I'm saying, have you seen Con Air?
I have, yes. I wasn't sure what the question was.
Armageddon.
Nope, never seen Armageddon.
Okay, Armageddon's the one I need to show you then.
Yeah, don't worry. Tiff has also been trying to get me to watch Armageddon for 10 years, so hasn't worked out yet. It's on my to-do list actually to cover it for this show, just because
Just all the action movies we're gonna have him watch.
I like action movies. I'm surprised that I've seen a lot of action movies. Just apparently not all the ones you guys keep mentioning.
And how many of them are going to involve Nicolas Cage?
That's
I don't think we've done a Nicolas Cage movie yet on this podcast.
You owe me a Cage month then, dude. Con Air, Pig. I haven't seen Pig yet.
Raising Arizona.
What is it?
Colorado Space. Mandy.
I haven't seen Mandy yet.
You will like Mandy probably a lot more than I do because that's a movie that you get high for.
Ooh.
Yeah, we haven't
Have we not done a
actual
Nicolas Cage
movies
movie
yet, even though it's been talked about many times on this show, and Ken's tried to make it happen. It just hasn't happened yet.
National Treasure.
Oh, National Treasure.
First movie's really good. Yeah, no, we haven't done. I'm looking through his whole list right now just to double check. But yeah, we haven't done any of his movies on this podcast yet, which is kind of surprising because he has a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah, and he's got a renaissance going on right now.
So, yeah, all right. Anything else to say about this movie? Or kind of the way it ends, I guess?
That's the problem is, unless you're talking about the last 20 minutes, it's really hard to focus on this movie.
It's
Even
kind of boring.
There's just shit going on, but I do think that Impale is fucking disgusting though.
It's so brutal.
It's sick.
And the piece is still in his mouth when he's getting the mugshot. They didn't even get it taken out yet.
No, that's the joke.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so everybody gets arrested, and then you have a new police force, and then you think Nick Frost almost dies, but he doesn't, right?
Oh yeah, they forget about the guy that works the fucking cameras, and he shoots fucking Danny with he shoots Danny with a fucking blunderbuss. Oh, and then the way he saves the day, they're all doing paperwork and laughing, and then one of the detectives throws the fucking trash can like an asshole.
Because that happened earlier in the movie.
I know. But they're all like, ha 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 ha, and then someone throws a trash can, but it saves the day at the end anyways, so...
Yeah, like how many of these stupid action movies, even when they're not parodies, end with somebody going to a grave? So of course this one had to end
with
Nick the Frost flowers die? On the grave. No!
Oh, okay.
It's for the mom.
For the mom.
Oh, yeah, he shows up at the very end. Okay.
And then, of course, there's still high-octane police. Now everybody in Sanford is going to be a high-octane police officer, even though it's still very generic small-town crime. I love it. Like, he's converted everybody from the greater good to being a balls-out action hero.
Oh, yeah. We also forget that the bomb blows up, like, the whole fucking police station.
Yeah, the sea mine.
The sea mine, yes, thank you.
Why the fuck did he have a sea mine in the first place? Like, they never really explain how he got a sea mine.
Mike explained it. They still exist.
It wouldn't have been that crazy to think that some fisherman after World War II would have pulled it up, or somehow it would have. They also, I'm pretty sure, a bunch washed up on beaches too. So there are different ways where he could have gotten one in a realistic world.
My grandpa has a gun from the fucking Vietnam War that's so rare it's worth like a mint. Like nothing surprises me anymore. He could tell me he had a grenade and I wouldn't be surprised. There
was a story not that long ago where some guy found a live grenade in like parents or grandparents' stuff and brought it to the police center because that's where you're supposed to bring weapons. And they were like, just call us next time. Don't bring a live grenade here.
I have a story, but I would need you to cut it out of the broadcast.
Then do not put it in here.
Okay. So anyways, they're the Hot Fuzz police now.
And then that's when you see the title screen of the movie, the very end of this movie, which made me chuckle.
Yeah.
Fuck, I shouldn't do energy drinks. I am just jittery as all fuck.
What did you have, Mr. Michelton, anyways? Was it a Monster? I bet you're a white Monster.
No, it was a Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew to kickstart things.
That thing. Oh. That thing's crazy.
I drink zero sugar Monster at work, and I'm like still tired the entire day.
Phoebe,
yeah.
You run off 5 hours of sleep on a good day. Your body is just like, can't be awake. Like, that's why. Your blood is just Monster.
Yeah, I'm going to
just going.
I'm just going to buy like a 20-ounce cup of espresso from now on.
See, I get 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep on average. So
yeah, my body won't allow that.
You mean your body or your company?
No, I would wake up 3 or 5 times in there.
Okay, so
I woke up every hour last night because I kept having a weird ass dream about a girl I worked with years ago at Sam's Club, like over 15 years ago. If it helps,
weird. Yesterday, my mom texted me and goes, "Hey, what do you want for your for birth mess?" And I straight up said, "A manta sleep mask," and nothing else.
Well, you your body's also at this point so used to not sleeping. That's a big part of it.
Yeah, time to reprogram it. A sleep mask might help.
And a
I'm
bunch
gonna
of
put
weed.
this movie in the no.
We should go to Shelf Snacker Box. Anything else to say, right?
No,
No, I can't think of anything except for the fact that the HF for Hot Fuzz shows up all over the place. Like it's on their uniforms, it's on the top of the cars.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's go to Shelf Snacker Box. I'm going to go first, get the bad out of the way. I'm putting this in the box. I enjoyed parts of this movie, but for the most part, I was very, very bored, and I just wasn't into it.
Shame.
So I did not. I mean, yes, it gets better, but this was a tough watch for me. I just didn't really want to watch it, but I had to because I said I would. Hell, we even had to move this back a day because I hadn't even watched it yet or had time to. I wasn't the only one. But so that's we still got to do. All right, so yeah, going in the box. What about you, Phoebe?
I'm putting this on the shelf. It's silly. It's slow at points. It doesn't matter. It does it hits every note that it needs to hit at the perfect point.
Joe.
I also like this movie, so I will go ahead and put it in the shelf as well.
All right. Well, hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Meatloaf says. So, we'll go with that. Also, I'm notorious for not liking comedies.
Yeah,
And
well,
this
see how you like.
kind of proved it.
Well, he hates comedy movies. It's gonna be really interesting how he views The World's End.
Dude, Mike, I need you to start watching these high.
I don't even have. I need to buy edibles again. I have not bought any in a while. I haven't gotten high. The last time I got high, I pissed off Tiff, so I haven't gotten high since.
Okay.
Well, I got real touchy, and she was like, "Go away." Even I annoyed even the cats because I was just like, "Oh, you're so soft," and they're like, "I don't stop touching me."
You need to figure out what you bought and buy the opposite brand.
I don't know what the fuck we bought.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So what you want to do? Listen, and this goes all for us listeners as well. So you're gonna want to do is go over there and at least for the most part ask them for a hybrid. Because what it sounds like to me is you were probably having an indica, which is more of a mellower outer. A hybrid's kind of basically in the middle, but the
Sativa.
sativa is the one that makes you giggly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if my mom is listening to this, I have never done drugs. She knows I've done drugs. Fuck it.
I tell my grandma to do drugs all the time. I'm telling her, what are you gonna do? It's legal. She gets
Yeah.
mad.
It's legal. Who cares?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's how I look at it. Like, also weed. Another rant. Weed is not that like it never. The only reason weed is illegal is because somebody needed money and somebody was racist. That's the only reason why weed became illegal for as many years as it did.
You say somebody and somebody wanted to make money and they were racist and his name was Reagan. But that's not the point.
Actually, it's way before Reagan. But yes, Reagan played a big part in it. But it really comes from after Prohibition ends, the guy, and this is documented information, by the way, that I'm saying. The guy in charge of the organization needed a new drug because he was going to lose funding, therefore he was going to lose his job. And that's when he starts going after weed, but also going after weed at that time worked in their favor because of people they didn't like also smoked weed a lot statistically, so they were able to go after them. And when it comes to the 70s and you have stuff with Reagan, you also, or like even the big part with the Vietnam War, a lot of hippies and other people that were another form of people they didn't like smoked weed, so therefore you could target the people you didn't like legally and get rid of them. That's a big reason why you have such a surplus of weed becoming such a bad thing during that time. This is all documented information that has come out that the government actually said this is why they were doing it. So none of this is conspiracy theory. All this is backed up with facts that you can find.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Hot Fuzz.
I mean, I have information. I just don't always pull it out. When people are going to bring it up, it's going to come out. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I study a decent amount of things.
I love you both.
I'm pretty intelligent, so I just don't always show it. But yeah,
30% of the time, every time.
like I joke with my mother. I'm like, I'm actually a lot more intelligent than you think and other people might think. I just don't. It just doesn't always come out. But I am much more intelligent.
Mike, you have a better attention span than I do. Trust me.
So, all right, let's go to plugs. Phoebe, where can people find you at?
You can find me over on YouTube and Twitch as the Let's Play Princess, over on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess, and as one of the co-hosts of the podcast, Nerds a Broadcast, along with my friend, Teacher Polk 85.
And if you enjoyed this episode, over 900 episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. You can find everything we do on Podbean. You can search. You never know what you're going to find, because I never know what we're going to do. For the record. So check all that out. You can also search, type in something, a game, movie. We might have actually done it. You never know. So check that out. I want to give a shout out to the awesome we have a Patreon. If you want to support the show, we have a Patreon. A little dog vote in our Patreon polls. We have currently 1 poll a month. I will get back to 2. That's my goal for next year, to get back to 2. And if you donate $10 or more, like these lovely people, like you already heard about from Phoebe and Zach, absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress. They talk about the MCU movies, MCU adjacent movies, and currently they are talking about the Alien franchise. So definitely go check out his show, check out Phoebe's show. You could be there too. Also, join our Discord if you want to be a part of the show. If you want to suggest things for the show, I'll someday get to. Join our Discord. It's free. There's a link in the show notes in every episode, just about at this point. So join us. It's a fun place. Even if you just want to lurk, I don't care. Join. As long as you're not a scammer, I'm fine. So, and wait, we're going to show my awesome intro and outro created to Helena at Hell Has Free. You can follow her on TikTok and Instagram, and check out A Gamer Looks at 40. Bill Tucker currently on hiatus, but he'll be back soon. And please follow Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Sayonara.